High atop the craggy cliffs of the Windreach Mountains, where the air was thin and sharp, lived a proud hawk named Kale. He was the fastest flyer, the sharpest hunter, and the unspoken leader of the sky. Birds of all kinds admired Kale, not just for his strength, but for the way he soared, effortlessly, like the wind was part of him. But one day, during a storm, Kale misjudged a dive. A lightning flash blinded him for a split second, and he clipped his wing on a jagged rock. He tumbled through the sky like a feather caught in a whirlwind, landing deep in the shadows of the forest below. When Kale awoke, his wing throbbed with pain. It hung awkwardly, the bones bruised and feathers torn. He tried to fly, but flopped forward, face in the dirt. "No," he growled to himself. "They can't see me like this." Kale dragged himself to a hollow beneath a tree and hid. For days, he didn't call out, didn't chirp for help. He knew the other birds would come searching, and he refused to let them find him broken. In the forest, weakness meant danger. And to Kale, pride meant survival. Meanwhile, back in the sky, the birds grew restless. "Where is Kale?" asked Mira, the bluebird. "Something's wrong. We should look for him," said an old raven. "He might be in trouble." "No," said another hawk, younger than Kale. "Kale wouldn't fall. He's too strong." But Mira wasn't so sure. She remembered the storm. So, quietly, she followed the winds and combed the forests with her keen eyes. Days passed, until one morning, she found a single feather caught on a bush, brown and speckled. Kale's. Mira followed the trail and finally found him, weak and thin, trying to stretch his wing in painful silence. "Kale," she cried, rushing to him. He flinched and turned away. "Go," he rasped. "Don't look at me. You're hurt. Let me help." "I said go." But Mira didn't move. She simply sat beside him. "You think hiding your pain makes you strong," she said. "But pain isn't weakness, Kale. Refusing help, that's what breaks you." Kale didn't respond. His eyes were hard, but inside, something cracked. The weight of silence, of suffering alone, pressed heavier than his broken wing. Mira didn't leave. She brought berries, water, even gathered moss to keep him warm at night. Eventually, Kale spoke. He told her about the fall, the pain, the shame. And in that moment, something shifted. He still hurt, but no longer carried it alone. Weeks passed. With Mira's help, Kale healed. The wing would never be perfect again, he couldn't dive as fast or fly as high, but he flew. And when he returned to the cliffs, the birds didn't see a broken hawk, they saw one who had fallen, endured, and returned stronger. Kale no longer hid his limp. When young birds asked, he told them the story, not of how he was hurt, but how he healed. He taught them that pain wasn't a secret to be buried, but a truth to be shared. And high above the cliffs, when the wind blew just right, you could see a hawk and a bluebird flying side by side, one powerful in silence, the other in song, both unafraid of the scars that made them whole. Sometimes, the bravest thing isn't hiding your pain, it's letting someone see it.